Okay, unter Druck auch noch Fragen stellen. Wo sind wir? In Schottland.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Ich frage mich gerade, da hinten brennt's ja. Warum brennt das ganze Schloss nicht? Also, ich meine ja bloß.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it once and for all.
Boah, also sie muss ihren Vater töten, weil er ja der Auslöser von all dem ist, oder?
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape
Easy
her.
peasy. London ist gerettet.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan.
Danke, danke.
You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil. She exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Oh, wir haben doch ein Heilmittel.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
Ach so. Stimmt ja, stand ja im Brief drin.
He gave you the antidote.
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
Aber dann ist doch ihr Blut gar nicht verdaubt, oder?
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
Okay, nobel, nobel.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty echo who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
Dankeschön.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
Theoretisch haben wir noch eine Spritze übrig.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
Aber Ich verstehe das jetzt echt nicht so ganz. Vielleicht hat einer das von euch ein bisschen auf dem Schirm. In dem ellenlangen Text, okay, ihr Vater hat sie geheilt, Blut des Hasses und bla bla bla. Dann hätte doch ihr Blut gar nicht dazu führen können, bei diesen Experimenten so bösartige Viecher herzustellen. Oder sehe ich da irgendwas verkehrt?
William Marshall infected you. He is the true original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels.
Genau.
Cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scales, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
Ah komm, wir sind mal voll Gentleman-like. Was in der Vergangenheit passiert war, ist irrelevant, weil drauf geschissen. Ganz ehrlich.
I understand. And I respect your desire for privacy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Haben Sie es ihm je verübelt? Warum hat er sie gewählt? Und das haben wir ja im Brief erfahren, weil sie gebetet hat.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Okay.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins.
Ich dachte, sie ist geheilt.
I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Der ist ja ankettet, oder?
Yes, Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother King John. It is such a privilege to meet.
Und er hat Robin Hood getroffen.
My day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
Die Tränen der Engel.
I found behind your research on the antidote, the tears of the angels, what ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
Danke. Mein 3-Tage-Bart ist halt bloß noch nicht so grau und ich habe noch nicht ganz so lange Haare. Aber sonst, ja, ich erkenne mich eindeutig wieder. Ja, definitiv, ja.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
Oh, Pudding Lane. Pudding Lane hört sich gut an. Da gehen wir hin.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
Die Pudding Lane ist gerade aktuell bei Bali zu Hause. Da gibt es nämlich Vanille-Schoko-Pudding-Kekse.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze.
Hallo Buffy! Blackie und Spacey, einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Wie geht's euch? Schön, dass ihr reinschaut. Piu, piu, piu.
Down if you released it.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
Wo ich es jetzt gerade lese, Buffy. Wir haben eine PlayStation 2, glaube ich, noch hier irgendwo rumfahren. Und meine Frau hat tatsächlich, das Spiel habe ich erst die Tage in der Hand gehabt. Buffy, die Vampir-Jägerin.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Das wird nach Vampire gespielt. Ja, ich habe keine Capture Card.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts.
Nein! Spacey, was tust du mir an?
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once, but she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would.
Ich kenne bloß das Lied von Feuer und Eis.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the red song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Erzählen Sie mir von Mürden.
Do you remember Murden, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Murden, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my
Spacey, hast Broken Sword beziehungsweise Baphomets Fluch durchbekommen?
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating a disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my
Beides zu Ende gespielt, ja sehr schön. Fran Bow war auch noch dabei, so wie ich gesehen habe, gell?
Sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
Okay, ich vermute, wir müssen wieder zurück nach London.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again. Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
Okay, das heißt, ein Vampir darf sein Opfer nie zweimal. Also, wir haben ja gelernt in dem Game, einen anderen Vampir zu erschaffen, dazu muss man ja nicht beißen. Das reicht, wenn man Blut zum Trinken gibt. Dann verwandelt er sich in einen Vampir. Aber wenn man seinen eigenen erzeugten Vampir dann wieder beißt, dann überträgt sich das Blut des Hasses.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her dead.
Stimmt, Bali.
I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet.
All I want is Christmas.
You agreed to be confined here then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long as she releases me.
Ich glaube, sie tötet ihn jetzt wirklich. Weil sie hat immer noch das Schwert in der Hand, Excalibur.
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord.
So, und jetzt? Okay.
Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
Was? Ich ebenso?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No, I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Der Doktor vor allem.
Murden, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to starve for centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
We will lock ourselves down then. I'll get all the material I need and I'll perform my research here with you until you're cured.
Are you mad?
Juni, einen wunderschönen guten Abend.
Who would free us if it takes decades or even more?
Old Bridget will take care of us.
You are serious, aren't you? You really are ready to do this?
Sonst würde es wohl kaum sagen.
I love you, Elizabeth. I can do this. Please, stay with me.
I believe you. This is crazy, but I believe you, Jonathan.
Ich traue der ganzen Sache noch nicht so richtig. Ich wollte aber noch nach London zurück und alle aussaugen.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path ye must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen.
Die Hütte brannte schon die ganze Zeit.
For you have prevailed. I bid you farewell, my champion, bittersweet. You found yourself a newer quest, and so I leave you to it. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber, until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
So, haben unsere Taten Auswirkungen? Was? Keine Sexszene? Was ist das für ein Spiel? Dafür gab es aber viele Tote. Okay, krass. Hätte ich nicht geschafft. Natürlich habe ich es geschafft. Hätte ich nicht gedacht, dass wir es so schnell durchbekommen. Okay, es kommt auch keine Rückblende, was aus den ganzen... warte mal. Ich will bloß wissen, was jetzt passiert, wenn ich hier wieder mal hier weitermachen. Muss mal ganz testen. Vielleicht können wir dann doch wieder nach London zurück und da ein bisschen unser Unwesen. Nein, da geht der hier Dialog dann wieder von vorne los. Okay. Dann erstmal YouTube an dieser Stelle. Dankeschön fürs Zusehen und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Projekt. Ciao, ciao.